Welcome to the Richard Sherman Podcast. Hit that sub button if you're new. We're here to give you great NFL content. Please tune in. Man, what happened the other night on that PI they gave you? Boy, I tell you, this league is it's getting hard. It's getting hard to play corner.
I'm telling you, I ran off the field and said, Coach, I'm about to start guarding these receivers with no hands. Like, we can't do nothing no more, man. Really, we can't do nothing no more.
It's tough. And people were like, did you hear that take where Kuiper said, oh, they need to ban too high because it's getting too high? I said, like, it's hard enough.
Facts. They want us out here just in cover zero, you feel me? And just head tops all day. That's all they want to see.
Bro, you beat him to the spot. Like, if I can't beat him to the spot and own my ground, then I can't play. Like, that was anticipation. That was route recognition. That was film study. All that. And y'all punishing me because I knew it was coming. He could have ran a route inside and beat me. But I knew it was going outside. I went out there. That was a great coverage rep by you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, just a lot of respect. Now let's talk about that Super Bowl, because obviously Snead has been a big name and big, but when you got in that Super Bowl, you had great coverage against BA, you had great coverage against Debo. That big post in the end zone was obviously a big play everybody talks about, but you had that 3rd and 4 tackle on Kittle that was huge. Walk me through that play.
Man, that George Kittle play. Watching that film again, it's crazy to watch it because that whole play, I'm thinking run immediately. Man-to-man George Kittle, he blocked down. So I'm going to take the air out, set the edge. I'm thinking run's coming. And he's sneaky. He got out of there. I didn't even see him. I seen the quarterback roll out. And I was like, okay, there are only two things. Either he's looking right at George Kittle, who's out here, because I don't know where he went, or he's looking down the field. So in my head, I'm just like, let me just match George. As fast as I can get to him, let me just match him to limit how many yards he can get. And, man, ran right to him, threw it right to George, exactly what I thought. Made the tackle. And, in the Super Bowl, you don't really, have a lot of time to think, what just happened? Popped up, got to get back to the huddle. And I was like, cool. Like, as long as he didn't get no first down, as long as he didn't get a 20-yard big game, I can live with that. And I had to read two things, and let me just make sure I get him down on that ground.
That was a great play, brother.
Yeah.
That's a great play. Another great play I want to talk about, and I don't know if you saw the clip of C.J. Stroud telling Jalen Johnson, don't be giving your secrets away. I'm not trying to get your secrets. I just like talking ball, and we get into it. So don't give away no secrets or nothing.
Got you.
But that play, and you made a heck of a play, and I tried to analyze it, but I'm not in y'all film room. I don't know the coverage y'all call in. I just know what it looked like to me. It was against Baltimore. The 4th down, you came off, and as a corner in me, what it looked like, and it was a hell of a play by you, and it was a hell of a read. It looked like y'all might have been in man. They were in a weird Waldo look with Zay Flowers in the backfield, so Watson couldn't find him, so he lined up on the other side, thinking they were in a big guy set. Justin got kind of confused and saw Zay Flowers and tried to go get Watson and put him in the spot, and then they snapped the ball.
Yep.
And I don't know if y'all were in man. I think y'all were in man. And people don't understand how hard it is to cover a receiver and make sure he's not running a route and then still pop back to the edge and keep contained.
Yeah.
And so it looked like you just were so aware that you popped and saw it happening quick and just popped out and just instinct.
Yep. That's funny because that whole game I was traveling to Zay. So wherever Zay was, whatever side of the field he was, I was to that side. And during that play, right before, you'll see the corners line up late because they break the huddle real fast. Me and Jalen Watson are like, where do we go? He starts running to the left. I'm like, Jay, just go to the right. Usually when everything breaks down, I'll just run to the left. You run to the right. Boom, done, easy. And we get there, and they came out to the formation. It was really a cover 4, but our cover 4 turns into man real quick, especially in national yards. And I just remember the receiver just skipped off. Anytime that happens, I'm like, okay, something not right. You feel me? You're not going deep. You're either going to do a little anything. And that's when I just see Lamar. I didn't even see Zay yet. I still haven't seen Zay. I see Lamar keep it. I'm like, okay, read option. Let me go set this edge again. And out of the corner of my eye, I just seen a black helmet flash. And I'm like, something not right. You know what I mean? Like Zay hasn't been seen yet. Like something not right. What's going on? And I knew Jay Reed was over here, so I know he's flowing always. He's a come down, hit you in the face type of guy. So I was like, this receiver runs like I know Jay Reed gonna be able to top, so take that. And that's when I just seen Zay, and I was like, man, I seen Lamar throw the ball, trigger. And after that play, everyone's like, how'd you know? How'd you know? And I was like, I didn't. Like, that's one of those things where the play just came and I was in the right spot. Like, sometimes in football, you get lucky, and that play, I got lucky.
That wasn't luck. That one, bro, that looked like that looked pure instincts to me because so many people in that exact same situation would be like, I don't know. You know what I mean? They're not shooting their gun. They're like, what if it ain't? You didn't have no what if.
Nah.
You said,
fourth
shoot
and two.
my gun.
You feel me? 4th and 2. Coach Spags always says 4th and 2, shoot your gun. You know what I mean? You miss, I got my boys on the back end. That's what I always say. My safeties, they gonna know. I always tell them, you got to get me because I'm shooting. No matter what I see, 2-2 is through that hole.
Right. Yeah. Ask questions later.
Yep, exactly. Hit something. That's what I grew up playing football. Hit something. You see a color, you may be wrong. Hit something.
Bro, you got your first All-Pro. Tell me how good that felt.
Yeah,
to be recognized like that.
That was a beautiful feeling. You know, one, that was my first time in my entire life playing nickel. I spent hours trying to perfect this. Like one, that was like okay, like you did exactly what you want to do in that nickel. But another thing was just like being recognized by others. You know, I'm one of those guys, quiet, not really on social media. Like I don't need a lot of praise. Like everything I do is what I do. And just having my teammates, I mean, people from other teams, like recognize that was a cool experience. I don't think I ever experienced something where everybody else is all at once saying you're that guy. So for me, it was a little confidence boost, but also was like, okay, now I got to turn it up even more low key. I really
100%.
Yeah.
And you got to show them they was right. Like, hey, you got it right. Like I already showed the Kansas City Chiefs, they got it right. I showed y'all I'm All-Pro, but now I'm gonna show y'all like I'm one of them for a long time.
Yep.
And it's a perfect scheme. Talk me through your draft day. Were you expected to go high? I mean, y'all boys had dogs out there. If y'all ain't DB, y'all corner you for sure.
Yeah. I like that. That's funny, man. It was cool. It was out in California. Didn't get invited to Vegas my year. So out in California, got a hotel, had the whole family there. And it's funny, my agent was there and he was like, you're going first round. But I was just like, my gut was like, he'll probably slip. Like, no matter, always just, you're going to slip. So I remember first night, I was just like, let's just kick it. Like, let's hang loose. Let's have fun. Let's enjoy being here together. Like, turn it on. I wasn't stressing at all. I was talking to the family, this and that. And I remember the rounds just kept ticking. Everybody was getting stressed. And I was like, y'all, it's all right. Like, as long as we make it to the league, we made it. Like, it don't matter where we go. As long as they get me on a team, we good. And I remember my phone went off. I seen Kansas City. I was like, that's crazy. Never talked to them once. Like, not a thing during the draft. And picked it up, ran outside, told nobody. Just all of a sudden, Trent was gone. Just disappeared. You know what I mean? Just gone. I'm talking. My sister comes out like, who was that? And I'm like, KC. Then my agent found out. And it's funny because I was still on the phone when they announced it on the TV. And I'm outside talking, ball at this point. Now I'm already like, appreciate it. And just the place erupts. And I'm like, oh, wait, hold on. Let me run back inside. Let me go celebrate. And I'll come talk to you later. So that's why when you see it, I'm not even on the couch. Like, I'm not even in the room. I'm coming out from outside because as soon as they said your draft, I was like, cool. And then got straight in the ball. Like, okay, what about this defense? Like, where you see me, this and that. So, man, I just think back to that. Like, like all these things you look at and everybody's on the TV, on the couch, hugging their mom and stuff. Nah, I was walking back in like, my bad, I missed my spot. Missed my limelight, but it's cool.